Hello, monsters abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 35 of my Beastmen campaign. It's time to throw boulders at the pointy-eared little jerks, which I do enjoy. It's Tweedledee and Tweedledum throwing boulders, getting some lovely shots off there. Elves like skittles flying all over the place. That is incredibly satisfying. A nice big blob over here. Can we aim some boulders over here, guys? Is that something we're going to do? It is. Yes. Oh, that. Yeah. Yeah. I felt that one, and that was good. I'm going to start opening fire. So of course we're just going to do the classic Beastman tactic of just charging, basically just a good old charge. Getting some lovely boulder shots off there. There's a lot of jam and elves covered in jam lying on the floor. In come the Centaurs on our right flank, straight into some spearmen, but I don't think we're going to have too much trouble. Backed up by the Bacon Battering Ram and the Manbeg Pig Chariots. In come the rest of the lads. And of course we have reinforcements in the form of Khazrak approaching with his Chaos Spawn Horde. The Manticores actually being very, very useful at the moment. Very, very useful at hunting down these archer units that are just running away because they're skirmishers, and that's what the AI likes to do. The Elf Infantry has been pretty much crushed. Just Durthu and his Dryads holding firm. But they're not going to be able to hold on forever. Meanwhile, Khazrak has decided to go off by himself and chase down some archers. Unfortunately, he's taking a lot of fire. Or at least his little piggy is. His little piggy is currently is currently filled with arrows, which is not. That's not ideal, obviously. Khazrak is managing to catch up with them though. He's quaffed a potion of speed and is able to catch up with the Way Watchers. The Way Watchers are the elite of the Wood Elf Archer line. I think they've got armor piercing. Yeah, armor piercing missile damage, 174 missile. That's just horrendous. They're also not actually slouches in melee combat either, so that's less than ideal. Khazrak has run off. He's had enough of fighting Way Watchers. Can't really blame him. Fortunately, the Manticore has been chasing down some of these fleeing units, and Tweedledum and Tweedledee are now throwing boulders at them. Most of the Beastman army is currently just sitting back and watching some Chaos Spawn fight Durthu. I'm not entirely sure why. Durthu seems to be winning that fight. There we go. Now they're joining in. That's better. So in come the Manticores. There's the Zangors, Corngors, some Minotaurs, lots and lots of Chaos Spawn, of course. Centaurs in the back. Have we still have these archer units? Still continue to be a bit of a pain. Durthu is going down. He's being chased through a forest. I mean, that is enough wood there to keep the bonfire going for quite a while. So Durthu his health's going down. Looks like we're trying to throw boulders at him as well. I think there's quite a few. Yeah, yeah, that's probably killed quite a few. Yeah, stop throwing boulders at him. You're probably killing a lot of our own beastmen. So maybe don't do that. Just a thought. Anyway, the rear, the Feral Manticores doing fantastic work hunting down these archer units. I don't think we would have been able to do it without him. There's Durthu. Durthu is down now. We've got some Minotaurs to back us up, but they're still peppering us with shots. God, I hate fighting Wood Elves. Just the worst. Well, that's Durthu dead again. Okay, that's good. Do I want replenishment? We're not really going to get an awful lot of replenishment. Could kill captives. You know what? I'm just going to sacrifice. Oh, how did he get away? That's bollocks. Right, come here. Right, ambush, and now you're dead. And I'll take the cash, thanks very much. Right, can we camp? No. Camp? No. Okay, fine, we'll just move towards Mistnar, which we're going to destroy Mistnar, and then we're going to travel across, because I think it's the closest point between Ulthuan and Bretonnia. So we can land here, and then we're fairly close to the pass between Helmgart and Montfort, which is where the battle for the fall of man should begin once we kill the Bretonnians. Come again, you're getting Unrelenting Warherd 2, and I could head to... Yeah, let's head you in this direction. Let's see if we can... Oh, Astilio, I've got Longship Graveyard now. Alright, maybe I'll just leave that.
I will not obey.
Could I kill you? We've just got a lot of Ungor. Maybe we do some raiding? Get a Brayherd? Do we have a Brayherd? Did he get killed? Oh, it got killed, didn't it? Yeah, it got killed by the... That's right. Well, let's do some raiding, because I think we should be able to kill them if they decide to attack us. Morga, you're going to head straight towards the Bretonnians. There they are. Fort Strugov, where they currently live. They've lost. It looks like they've lost one of their agents. Is it this guy? I don't think it is. I think they've lost one, and they've got some knights errant. We can kill that. That should be no problem. You're going to continue to raid. That's fine. Job, you've got a skill point. You're going to block army, and then you guys have already moved. Okay, good. Why are you coming back, Archaon? Look, go south and destroy the vampires or something. I mean, the Empire's dead, so there's that, but you turned up a little bit late for that, didn't you? Right, so we've had to chase the Bretonnians all the way to Sodding Kislev. But I think we should be able to kill them. Well, I mean, we should be able to kill them before they escape again. Fingers crossed. Do you want a non-aggression pact for lots of money? Is that what you want? Yeah, no. Okay, let's get where... Ooh. You know what? I'm going to go no matter how far for the campaign movement, because I think that's going to be really useful. Especially because it means we can go and crush the Bretonnians. Right. You're dead. So long. Farewell. Thank you. Right. That should mean we get the Fall of Man quest. No, that's the long campaign. Short campaign. Right. So, raise, tick. Earn, tick. Destroy, tick. Win, not tick. But we'll work on it. The Warherd of Chaos is there. Are they going to attack me? We're not at war with them at the moment, are we? They're just neutral, so I think we're okay. All our forces are going to head towards the Fall of Man. Let's get Khazrak over here, and Malagor is going to attack Mistnar, and once that's destroyed, we are going to head across the sea. Let's destroy that. And we'll take the cash, thank you very much. Okay, we're good to head across the sea. We're sort of friends with Musalon, so we should be fine to land here. And then it's just a short hop, and obviously with the no matter how far for 3 turns, we can move a lot further, and that's going to be really useful. Ozzy? There you are, buddy. Okay, come this way. You're going to do a little bit of scouting for us. In fact, what we're going to do is start heading in this direction. Morty, have you already moved? Yes, you've already moved. So we're just going sort of like... There's a lot of dwarves and vampires around here. We are going to have to... Maybe we could skirt along the north coast? Probably take longer. Screw it. We're just going to go straight through the middle. Kill anyone that gets in our way. Al Gorbal II. You, my friend, are getting Primal Instincts. Are you getting Primal Instincts? Or are you getting... No. You're getting Woundmaker. And Khazrak, you are going to get Fueled by Blood. And Hooves Like Daggers, you are going to get Many-Limbed Fiend, because you've got Hooves Like Daggers and now you have many limbs. Also with daggers. It's like that film, House of Flying Daggers, which is... That sounds like an incredibly unsafe house to be in. Hello, Barradin Stoneheart. You have... Do I want to attack you? To be honest, I probably don't. No. Oh, maybe I should have. Right, we're running away. Yeah, there's a lot of dwarves around. Is that Karak Drak? I've never seen Karak Drak survive. They always get wiped out like turn 30. Yep, Karak Drak survives. Holy crap. That is a surprise. Okay, so our Brayherd was destroyed, which is not a great surprise. Tyrion has turned up with quite a large army. So, I mean, we could turn around and fight it, but yeah. Anyway, so there we go. We have the quest issued, The Fall of Man. The Dark Gods are pleased, mankind is ravaged. They have been taunted, hunted and broken by the children of chaos. The land is ripe for even greater invasion, for other followers of the ruinous powers to make their mark. Pfft. As paltry as it would be compared to the triumphs of the Cloven Ones. Yet there remains defiance. The armies of Manfilth muster as one, refusing the inevitable. No matter. This is but another opportunity for the Beastmen to prove themselves the most worthy of the Dark Power's servants. For this gathering of might, and ensure the fall of man. And we've got Mystery Meat, which is reducing our movement rate. Brilliant. Can we actually... No, we can't. No. Okay, right, fine. Let's... we can get across here in one turn. Almost. And pick up a tribute to the sea gods. Your followers have come across 2 shipwrecks. Battle at sea pleases not just the gods of war, but the gods of the sea as well. Salvage from such a vicious battle is possible, but the sea gods demand the tribute, so only a quarter of the cargo should be taken. Arabian arms. Our forces will perform better in battle, or your army will perform better in campaign. Fell cargo. Let's go for the fell cargo. Silk crates are recovered containing pickled eggs to keep the warriors healthy, and sea sharks revealing more of the world. So upkeep -10, attrition -50. That's fine, I guess. Can't quite get across the entire sea in one turn, but it's pretty close. I don't think anything's going to appear out of the fog of war this time. Job, you're going to get wounded. Sure, why not? Okay, there's lots of dwarves down here. So what we're going to do is bravely run away. And you go and attack Hellpit. Knock yourself out. Almost literally. See if we can block Belagar. Wait, how much chance is that? 42%, and only 6% chance of being wounded. This is fine. Failure. Yeah. Ozzy, you are literally the worst. Have scouting, because fuck all else you're good at. Okay, who hasn't moved? Morty. How could I forget Morty? Can we... Holy crap, you can go all the way over there. I mean, that could be a bit dangerous. Just... Okay, you're just going to camp there. Let's get the pile of flesh, because everyone loves a pile of flesh. And that's probably okay. Right, we've bravely run away from the dwarves. Let's try and keep as much distance as we can between us and them. And we're going to just hop over to the... We can move a huge, like, just massive... Like a massive amount. We just jumped all the way from Norsca down to sort of like the middle of the wastelands. God, just a swarm of dwarves everywhere. They're like the Tyranids, just consuming and devouring. Well, there's Mannfred, with not a very strong army. I mean, we are losing a lot of Brayherds, but to be fair, in the lore, Beastmen die an awful lot. I mean, a lot of the stories about Beastmen are about Beastmen getting killed. So, at least we're quite sort of lore-friendly. And Ozzy's down again. He has accomplished nothing. Hello, Red Duke. You want a non-aggression pact and you want some money. How can I put this? Fuck off. Crackerdrak have survived. I'm actually quite amazed by that, because that's the end of the Varg, because usually they die very, very quickly. And also, Archaons missed them, which is weird. Okay, so we've lost a lot of Brayherds. Everyone's got the Brayherd blues. Never mind. Although Stoneheart has a Brayherd. Okay, so now, I guess I want to head down this direction. Oh, no, 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 no. Right, Sarthoriel's down there. Okay, however, he is currently, looks like he's having a little meeting with Warvor Redax And Sylvana... Oh, it's Sylvana. She was the one that killed... She killed Al Gorbal. Holy shit. Okay, we've got to be a little bit careful then. However, with that in mind, let's do a little bit of light raiding. And come down and sit next to Morty. Let's go there. That way maybe we can lure Mannfred into an ambush. And Morty is going to have Fueled by Blood. Let's finish that off. Good. Now, I could get Morgur down for the Fall of Man, or I could just use Malagor. Because Malagor's actually pretty close. One of the problems with having the no matter how far is that it doesn't count the movement ranges. So theoretically we should be able to hidden in camp because we've got 25% movements remaining. But I think it counts for the total movement, not the bonus. So if the bonus is, if you can move say 10, let's give it just an abstract, and the bonus is 5, so you could only move 7.5 to be able to then encamp. However, it doesn't count the additional bonus when you move, so you end up not being able to camp, which is a bit of a pain in the arse unless you guess it. So let's hop over back into... I think maybe using Malagor is probably the sensible option, because Morgur is currently stuck deep behind enemy lines, lots of doors all over the place, lots of chaos, lots of very, very nasty people. It's going to take a long time to sort of get around, potentially. So we are raiding Midden. Oh, so we didn't actually need Kazrak to do it. It could be anyone. Okay, so we've raided Middenheim. So the raids go well, but the prey is wanting to flee before the Reavers can begin in... Oh, hello. Okay, so it looks like Mannfred has attacked us, which is just as planned. Good job. And now he's going to lose his little round head. Again. Most of our army is Ungor and Chaos Spawn. Obviously Ungor are pretty awful. Chaos Spawn aren't particularly great, but they're okay. Here comes Stoneheart's Ungor. They're going to be charging straight into the undead army. The undead army is fortunately not particularly good, although here comes Mannfred on his stupid giant lizard. And we are going to try and open fire on it with the raiders. Unfortunately, they're going to be doing absolutely bugger all damage. There goes Stoneheart. He's going to ride into the midst of these Graveguard and Skeleton Warriors. Arungor already starting to waver. And they're running away. Good job, guys. Brilliant. However, over here, coming through the trees now, we have a huge swarm of Chaos Spawn. So if our Ungor can just hold long enough, then they'll get reinforced as Chaos Spawn career into the back of the undead army. But that is a big if, because most of our Ungor are currently running away. Going to get a lovely charge off there right into the rear of that unit, and yeah, undead go flying everywhere. Good job. That's nice work. And Chaos Spawn approaching the rear of the enemy line. In they come, smashing straight into some zombies. Of course, most of this is very light infantry. The Chaos Spawn are going to excel at crushing them, mincing them. And there goes a lovely purple sun that has done quite a lot of damage. Actually, you can see a large hole in the undead line. That was good old hooves like daggers. Now, because our Ungor have retreated, that does mean that some of our Chaos Spawn are now fighting on the front line, because there's nothing, pinning the undead in place from the rear. Although in some places, our Ungor have managed to stick around, and in some locations actually rallied, despite having run away. Chaos Spawn quickly munching through these undead. I mean, a lot of them were just skeletons and zombies. Easy fodder for Chaos Spawn. Where the Graveguard were, they're still holding a little bit longer. Big mass of Graveguard there. Their armour's a little bit better, so they are taking a little bit longer to die. but surrounded and outnumbered, they will die. Although Mannfred's over here, he's currently fighting some Chaos Spawn, but the Chaos Spawn actually doing quite a fair chunk of damage to him. Mannfred's just taking it. He's not really doing much, is he? He's just kind of sitting there and... What's the plan, Mannfred? What's going on in that round little head of yours? Perfectly spherical. Look at it. It's terrifying. Kind of looks like Skeletor from the live-action He-Man film. Remember that? That was awful. And now he's dead. Good. Okay, so that's Mannfred dead again. He doesn't have a good time when we're around, does he? Never mind. Let's devour the captives, even though it's mostly bones. Guess that's okay. And then we've got Moonslaker, so more attrition reduction, and looks like Sartorial is taken on all comers. Now, the only problem with sneaking past this lot is that I don't, unless no matter how far buff has worn off, I don't know when I can camp and therefore hide my armies. You want to join my war? Yeah, sure, go nuts. Knock yourself out. Okay, Boneclubber's tribe is dead. We failed that one. We've got Ray's Middenheim. Maybe along the way. Have we? Right, we've lost no matter how far. That's, if anything, not actually a bad thing. Okay, let's sneak along the north coast. There is a vampire horde here. Casper, the friendly vampire, is currently in attendance. So we're going to camp up. We're probably going to destroy him later. How's Sartorial doing? Sartorial has taken a bit of a beating, but I'm not going to fight him because it's just a bad idea, and Mannfred's army has run away, so let's go and chase it down. And I think we'll just wipe them out. There we go. Oh look, there's more dwarves. Finn Knucklebreaker, he sounds fun. He has a lot of gyrocopters. I do not want to fight that. That's going to be really obnoxious. So we're just going to meander down here and hide, and then Malagor. Now, I think I might use Malagor actually for the quest battle. So let's. Okay, we're looking pretty safe. You cannot move as far as Malagor, can you? So we're a couple of turns away from the fall of man and the end of the campaign. Ooh, it's exciting. I would like Morgurd to do it, but to be honest, he had to chase Bretonnians for so friggin' long that he's now miles away. So it's going to take him a good 10 turns ish to get down there, assuming he doesn't run into anyone. Morty, you're definitely getting immortality. We can't have you dying on us just yet. Let's get the desecrated altar and the pelt totem and the mound of blades. Sure. And Calmageddon, you are going to grab Blade Master. In fact, Malagor, do you have? I think your army is probably more than capable of dealing with the quest battle, but maybe want to. I mean, want you to have the best. Want to be the very best that no one ever was. So with that in mind, right. So Al Gorbel II, you're going to have the Trickster's Helm, the Brass Cleaver. Do I want you to have the Brass Cleaver? do I want you to have the Hellfire Sword? Broski, a +8 melee attack around you. Filth Mace. Yeah, maybe. Okay, well, let's definitely give you... let's give you Morgo's Talisman of Endurance, because obviously you're going to be our main fighter. So you're going to be doing... oh, let's... who's got that? Mutalica. Let's give you the Primeval Club. And you've got Talisman of Endurance. Pendant of Slanesh. Do I like that? I think I do. I think that's... yeah, more Chaos Corruption, sure. And Job, what have you got? You've got a Potion of Toughness. You know what? Have a Pendant of Slanesh. Knock yourself out. And have Channeling Staff? No. Skull of Catan? No. Forbidden Rod? Yeah, have that. No, Malagor's got that, hasn't he? Don't have that. Have a Jagged Dagger. And you can also have Glittering Scales. Let's do that. And Malagor, you're probably not going to get into combat, but I'm fairly happy with all of that, to be honest. That seems fine. And you are maybe a couple of turns away? Maybe we could kill Sarthorial just for the hell of it. So we found local tribes, that's nice. Morty has been spotted. That's okay. Yeah, so we're a couple of turns away, so let's be a little bit cautious here, because we are quite near to Montfort. And there is a large dwarf army here. I think we should be okay there. Let's move Kazrak up. And we do have a dwarf... now, do I want to fight this? I mean, I probably don't want to fight it, but can I kill it? Yes is the answer, because it's run away. Come back here, you little stunty git. Now, I'm not going to fight this battle, because with that many gyrocopters, it's going to be incredibly obnoxious. I'm just going to auto-resolve. And we will... camp up there. We're really just waiting for Malagor to get into position. Sarthorial is out of range, so let's go and kill Casper, the friendly vampire. Do I want to fight this one? I could throw boulders at undead. That's quite entertaining. Let's throw boulders at undead. That was a cracking shot. You have to give it. That was good stuff. Cygor's definitely the way to go as we fight Casper, the friendly vampire. Although not that friendly, because otherwise he wouldn't be attacking us. Well, I mean, obviously we're sort of attacking him, but that's not the point. Anyway, so in the forest over here we've got some Black Knights. They're going to go careering into our Slangor. And Pestigor, however, they are currently surrounded, so they're going to go get chopped up nice and quickly. The rest of the army is approaching, but they've already taken large chunks of damage, and even more, as our Cygors lob boulders at them. Over on the right, or our left flank, again, Centaurs v Black Knights. Those Black Knights are going to get crushed very, very quickly. And then in the centre, our Chaos Spawn now moving to engage. Along with our giant. I think Casper's in here somewhere. You hear Casper? Have you run off? There he is. There's Casper the friendly vampire. He's currently getting beaten up by Pestigors. Unfortunate. I mean, for him. Chaos Spawn currently killing the Graveguard and some Zombles. Because why not? Graveguard getting chewed up and spat out. There's Oxel Rose in the middle there. He's already racked up 176 kills. Bloody hell. And I think the undead army has pretty much collapsed already. It's just Casper himself holding on. And a unit of skeleton spears who are now dead. Yeah, they're gone. So it is just Casper. Casper remaining. Oh, maybe there's a unit down here. Who's still fighting? Some Graveguard? Some Graveguards still fighting on. And the entirety of our army are going to jump them. That's left Casper by himself. And Casper's going to make good his escape. Off he goes deep into the forest. Off he goes. But the Pestigors have just realised that he's getting away. So they're going to go and chase him down and kick the ever-living shit out of him. Well, he may have been friendly, but now he's properly dead. Let's raise and defile. Brass Cleaver, a Vampire Hunter, Casper's dead. And... oh, a frig... bloody dwarves everywhere. Okay, so we do have Thorgrim currently meandering his way towards us, but his army isn't actually that strong. And ours is pretty damn elite, although we did take some damage there. But not an awful lot. I think we should be able to defeat that fairly easily. Morty, you are going to Mage Hunter, sure. Do you have a? You do. If we just merge those, then get a couple of Cygors, sure. Let's get a couple of Cygors. I don't know if I really need them. Probably not, considering we're just a turn away from victory. Well, a turn away from the battle, obviously. Not necessarily victory, although pretty sure it's going to be victory. Yep, Thorgrim's running away. I really should kill Astilia, shouldn't I? Because they've... well, we're not going to have time now, unfortunately. You want an aggression pact? Sure. Sure. Okay, into the Heart of Dark. So, you know what? I think Brave Shaman Magic is probably going to be the better option, because obviously we're about to fight the last battle. Let's get Malagor in there. He's going to take the long way around Montfort, but never mind. Here we go. So we do have reinforcements in the shape of an AI-controlled Beastmen army, and we're up against Luon and Carl. Carl has dragged himself out of whichever hole he fell into, and he's backed up by Luon. And together they're going to try and stand against the knight. And fail. The Fall of Man. Whoa. There's a big old statue of Sigmar in the background there. Lovely stuff. Now, it's a shame we've got Malagor, because obviously Morgau would have been... Let's just slow the battle down for a second. Morgau would have been more thematic, because obviously he was our starting legendary lore. But frankly, I didn't want to play another 2 episodes where we just waited for Morgau to make his way over to the quest battle. So Malagor has picked it up. Plus, of course, he's got Minotaurs, which are friggin' brilliant. To be honest, I kind of feel like Morgau is definitely hard mode for the Beastmen, but obviously, and honestly, maybe a little bit boring mode as well, because I just think Minotaurs are a bit more exciting than Chaos Spawn. That's my opinion anyway. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, so here we are, the Fall of Man. So this is a quest battle where we have our army. So we've got Malagor. We also have reinforcements in the form of an AI-controlled army. So they've got some Bestigor there, Centaurs, got some Minotaurs, a Cygor, Goreherd, all that kind of stuff. And we're facing off against both Bretonnia, led by Luoncoeur. There he is. Luoncoeur. On his flying eagle thing. Whatever the name of that thing is, can't remember, doesn't matter. And Karl Franz, who is over here. So the Empire led by Karl Franz on is it Deathwing? Deathwing, maybe? His Griffin thing. Anyway. And a large army of Empire troops. And then over here we have reinforcements from the Empire, some great swords and swordsmen leading some Hellstorm rocket battery. Now obviously we don't want the Hellstorm rocket battery to do too much damage, so while our main force moves up to engage the Imperial army, the Minotaurs and also Manbear, Pig Chariot and the Bacon battering ram, and of course Job, move over to intercept that artillery unit and take it down. We do have some Zangors hidden in the forest over here as well. They were going to flank the main army, but they're now obviously going to go and engage that small detachment. And we got some Centaurs hidden in the forest behind the enemy line. Now, moving these units over to here, it does mean we are going to be slightly weakened, because obviously Minotaurs and our chariots are going to be a big strength for our army. But we should be able to hold on until we've finished off these guys, so that shouldn't be too bad. So Tweedledee and Tweedledum already opening fire on the Bretonnians, killing some peasant bowmen. See if we can help arm the AI Beastman army a little bit. Because obviously the AI. And the Hellstorm rocket battery opening fire on our Iron Brayherd, taking a little bit of damage. The Minotaurs now charging into the defenders, the Halberdiers and the Great Swords. Minotaurs going to make very, very short work of these guys. And that's why Minotaurs are great and Chaos Spawn a little bit shit. So Minotaurs easily crushing the defenders. In come the Zangors on the flank. They weren't expecting that, were they? Zangors, bit shit, but they'll be fine. They've got magical attacks. That's basically their thing. They have magical attacks. However, the attack in the flank has routed the Halberdiers, and that means we can now go crashing into this main blob of infantry, who have also broken. While our chariots deal with the Hellstorm rocket battery, make sure they can't open fire on us anymore. So that's very quickly that little reinforcement group dealt with. Meanwhile, Pestigors charging uphill along with the Corngors and I think it's the Iron Brayherd as well. So we're fighting uphill, that's not ideal. In comes some Empire Knights. Fortunately they charge through the rear of their own unit, so their charge was a little blunted. Centaurs coming to assist on the left flank. There are some Empire Knights and some Demigryph Knights currently running around. Need to try and deal with those. Enemy reinforcements as well, obviously. And this time it's Bretonnians with a flying sort of reinforcement group, along with a unit of Royal Hippogriff Knights. So those are Hippogriffs, an entire unit of Hippogriffs. Yep, that's as fun as it sounds. Led by another Paladin. And lots of units of Pegasus Knights. That's a lot of Pegasus Knights. And unfortunately, Tweedledee and Tweedledum are right in their path. Our Minotaurs have come back to the fight just in time because these hippogriffs are making... Oh, not hippogriffs. Demigriffs are making a real mess of our infantry. But fortunately, our Minotaurs are now going to make a big mess of them. So down there you go. And now we can start rolling up the flank. The AI Beastmen army is doing okay fighting the Bretonnians. Looks like Karl Franz and Luon Leoncoeur are both here. But Luon is a little bit low on health. Karl Franz as well, now embroiled in combat. Most of the Bretonnian army is busy elsewhere, so that's a nice... That's nice. That's good. That'll help. Lots of Pegasus Knights now coming in. They are attacking the summoned Cygor. We summoned 2 Cygors. We lost 1 Cygor, and as you see, Tweedledum and Tweedledee are currently surrounded by Pegasus Knights. They're doing their best, but they are going to need a little bit of assistance. And over here, the Hippogriff Knights. Yeah, the Hippogriff Knights are... I mean, they just have a lot of health, and they just don't die, basically. Looks like... Is that Luon? Luon is dead. Down he's... Yep. The king is dead. Long live Malagor, or Morga, depending on, you know. Now, fortunately, our Minotaurs are in amongst these Royal Hippogriff Knights, so they're going to be doing a fair chunk of damage. But as I say, Minotaurs, the Royal Hippogriff Knights, and it's a battle that's going to take a little while. However, they are finally going to go down. There we go. Good. And then the Pegasus Knights have been chased off just in time. Tweedledum very, very low on health. There is a Paladin currently being smashed by Tweedledee. But our chariots have come in. They're chasing down the last few Demigriff Knights and Pegasus Knights. Good job, guys. And most of the remnants of the Imperial and Bretonnian forces now running away. Looks like the Corngors and... Oh yeah, no, 2 units of Corngors have managed to reach some of the Bretonnian peasants trying to run away. So they're going to have a lovely time collecting some skulls for the Skull Throne. Very single-minded. Try and rout them, make them shatter if we can. We do have some units of Pegasus Knights still coming back to the fight. They're just not... Some of these units refusing to just break and run. It's like Gruk Deathmaker, who is the Beast Lord. Quite low on health, but I think he's going to survive the fight. I think he's going to be okay. Some Pegasus Knights still flapping around, chasing down some of our allies' units that are fleeing the field. Some Ungol Raiders there. But who cares, they're only Ungol Raiders. We're pulling most of our units back, so that any units that do return to the fight, we can at least hunt down and pick off, rather than spreading our force far and wide and getting picked off one by one. Some Pegasus Knights fighting some Centaurs down here. And Tweedledum and Tweedledee in the background, along with their second cousin. Going to try throwing some boulders, see if that makes them run away any quicker. Yeah, still more Pegasus Knights. They're just still chasing down those Ungol Raiders. And we've definitely won the battle, but there are still some units fighting. I think over in the rear here there are some Grail Knights. Yeah, Grail Knights. Grail Knights are quite a tough nut to crack. At least they're not Grail Guardians. But they're up against some Minotaurs. And Minotaurs are obviously, especially with the great weapons anti-large, they're going to be doing quite a lot of damage. We do have some units of Centaurs moving up to assist. However, against those Minotaurs, the Grail Knights soon decide to run away. Especially as we throw some axes to help them along their retreat. Off they go. I think there's Job as well. He's coming in to assist. That's very nice of Job. I think he just wanted to amber spear them though. Yeah. Nice work, Job. And with that, we have won the battle and the campaign. And with that, I believe we have victory. I think Carl did manage to get away. Yep, only just though. We almost had him, but most of the last remnants of mankind have been wiped out. Finally, thank God for that. Now let's sacrifice him, just for old time's sake. And there we go. So thank you very much for watching my Beastmen campaign, and we will be starting Wood Elves, I guess, unless a lot of people suddenly want to vote for something other than Wood Elves. Just throwing that out there. Just throw, maybe just a thought. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.